FreeToken runs GLM 5.2, a 753B parameter model, on a single Workstation GPU. That lets frontier models run on individual machines rather than only in data centers. FreeToken is Apache 2 licensed and published on PyPI as FreeToken v0.1.2. A one-click desktop app is available at flashml.ai. The CLI targets Linux x86-64 with NVIDIA driver R580 or newer, and exposes OpenAI and Anthropic compatible endpoints on port 1919. The team frames the problem as a serving system that maps model state across GPU, CPU, and host memory. FreeToken uses mixture of experts sparsity and host memory paging. In DeepSeek v4 Flash, 6 of 256 experts are routed per token across 43 layers, so about 13 B parameters participate per token. Inactive experts sit in host memory and are fetched on demand. A global cache and eviction policy reduce decode time misses versus other engines. Benchmarks from the team show gains. On an RTX 5090, FreeToken sustains 77 to 83 tokens per second on Qwen 3.635B A3B in BF16 and 22 to 25 tokens per second on DeepSeek v4 Flash in MXFP4. On an 8GB RTX 4060, it serves a 35B model at 39.3 tokes per second. On an RTX Pro 6000, GLM 5.2 with roughly 40B active parameters ran at 14.9 tokes per second versus Llama.cpp's 7.3 tokes per second. Other tooling is moving too. Vercel launched is Agentic, a free public scanner that scores website agent readiness using Aura's checks. deepDoctection 1.2.x gives an end-to-end document pipeline combining layout detection, table structure, doctr OCR, reading order, and JSON-L export for RAG. Agentic splits checks into 4 layers. Discovery is 20 points across 15 checks. Access is 30 points across 41 checks. Usability is 40 points across 56 checks. Payments is 10 points across 6 checks, totaling 118 checks. Reports include observed evidence, remediation prompts, and a read-only API with rate limits. deepDoctection shows how to assemble analyzers, inspect page objects, add custom components, and serialize to JSON-L for RAG. Harness choice is an architecture decision. Decode describes 3 modes: terminal for live interaction, remote runtimes for parallel and resumable runs, and queued background jobs for batch throughput. Using Frontier API rates of $3 per million input tokens and $15 per million output tokens, 1,000 documents at 30,000 input tokens and 500 output tokens costs about $97 in API charges. Batching on server GPUs can cut GPU hour costs significantly. NeMo Guardrails uses layered controls to enforce policies. The tutorial wires YAML flows and Golang, combines deterministic PII redaction with LLM self-checks, filters retrieved content, and adds token accounting and a coverage report. The trade-off is auditability and policy enforcement versus added token and compute overhead. Together, these tools let teams pick the right execution plane. FreeToken for private low-latency local agents, Cloud for throughput, IS Agentic for pre-flight audits, deepDoctection for RAG inputs, NeMo Guardrails for audit and policy enforcement. Limits are clear. FreeToken depends on NVIDIA drivers and specific builds such as NVFP4 and MXFP4. It is not a data center replacement. Mixture of experts requires large host memory for inactive experts. Guardrails and live agents increase token and compute costs. Harness mode choice drives significant cost trade-offs. Final takeaway: run private models with FreeToken when privacy and latency matter. Validate public surfaces with Agentic. Serialize documents with deepDoctection for RAG. Add NeMo Guardrails for auditable policies. Pick your harness mode deliberately. It shapes cost as much as model choice. All reporting and numeric benchmarks are drawn from the linked Mark Tech Post articles. You can find every source URL in the video description.